Yeah, but let's not talk about it anymore. What's done is done. Hadn't expected you had it in you. Here, take this for a job well done. Here, something I want you to have. Now, don't embarrass either of us by saying something sappy. Just take it. Plan on burning everything down, do you? Damn fool. This can't be happening. What in the world? By the gods! What's all the commotion? Hurry! Somebody do something! The smelter! The flour mill! The mill! Thanks, I guess. Just get out of my face! I've got nothing to say. You're gonna get us all killed, you damn fool! Put on some damn clothes already! Ugh. Quit throwing your garbage everywhere! My cousin died. Things won't be the same without him. My cousin died. Things won't be the same without her. My nephew died. Things won't be the same without him. My niece died. Things won't be the same without her. My uncle died. Things won't be the same without him. My aunt died. Things won't be the same without her. My brother died. Things won't be the same without him. My sister died. Things won't be the same without her. My son died. Things won't be the same without him. My daughter died. Things won't be the same without her. My boyfriend died. Things won't be the same without him. My girlfriend died. Things won't be the same without her. My friend died. Things won't be the same without him. My friend died. Things won't be the same without her. My kinswoman died. Things won't be the same without her. My kinsman died. Things won't be the same without him. My mother died. Things won't be the same without her. My father died. Things won't be the same without him. My husband died. Things won't be the same without him. My wife died. Things won't be the same without her. You won't be intimidating me into lower prices. Put that thing away. Damn fool parading around with your weapon out. You planning on hurting someone, huh? For shame. You should be locked up for strutting around like that. Let me know if you see anything you like. I'll be over here if you need any potions or ingredients. I'm kind of busy, but if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know. Good to see you. Come on in. Can I help you? Hello, friend. Make yourself at home. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? You lost? By the gods, I don't even know what to say. It can't be. You took its very soul. It's like the ancient legends. Dragonborn. Look out! Don't get too close! What manner of magic is this? Something's happening. In all my years, I've never seen such a thing. It may be dead now, but where did it come from? I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. It's really dead, then? You've produced a rarefied solution there. An infusion of pure essences. Artfully done. You've brewed a truly vile poison there. I pity the beast that tastes that. That's a good concoction. But keep trying new things. Alchemy rewards inquisitive minds. An interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice. That's a fine potion you've put together. An excellent elixir. Your technique shows a command of the alchemical art. Well done. Not many enchanters could pull that off. It's intriguing the way certain materials are more or less receptive to the force of lightning. is it not? It's wise to carry a few summoning enchantments around. That's a decent enchantment. But keep studying. You've only scratched the surface. Ah, fire. A capricious element, often deadly, but always exciting. Watching you reminds me of my first days as an enchanter. Now that's how it's done. I doubt anyone in Skyrim could have weaved a better enchantment. You're a bad sneak. You're not creeping up on anybody like that. That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance. You look awful. Better not get me sick. I may be old, but I can show 'em a trick or two. My old bones don't hurt so much now. What'd you do that for? Stop that! Keep your spells to yourself. You wouldn't attack an old man again, would you? What's she doing? Looking for rubies and rubbish? Get a job! What's he doing? Looking for rubies and rubbish? Get a job! Change Arn's entry in the book to anything you want, and they'll be forced to let him go after he serves a few weeks. My sources tell me you can find that book in a study in his quarters. It's a well-known fact that the steward keeps all of the records on Whiterun's prisoners in a large book. Tell Delvin that he has my support and all the weight it carries in Whiterun from now on. I think he'll be quite pleased. I guess that means you're finished. Here's your payment. Arn? Never heard of him. I have eyes within Dragon's Reach. They tell me that all correspondence from other holds are sent to the Jarl's private chambers. The second is to change Arn's name in the prison registry to his new identity. The job is twofold. First, steal a letter that was sent from Solitude warning Whiterun's guard to be on the lookout for Arn. You're here, and not a moment too soon. If anything should happen to Arn, there'll be hell to pay. One more thing. If you get caught, I can't afford to be connected to you. Remember that before you do anything stupid. You see, both of these items are kept inside Dragon's Reach, and they don't allow visitors inside the Jarl's or the steward's chambers. If it was easy, I would have hired a local thug instead of a professional. I'm setting him up with a new identity. It's the only way to throw the guard permanently off his trail. Hold a moment. This is more than a simple prison break. I want to have Arn's name stricken from the record books permanently. Now it's up to me to save him one more time. This time from the executioner's block in Solitude. A close friend of mine. We fought together on the battlefield for many years until old age got the better of us. Fortunately, his identity isn't known to the authorities in Whiterun, so there's still a chance to save him. The city guard in Solitude is seeking Arn for a serious crime. When he fled here, he was arrested for drunken behavior. Can you imagine? I sell all sorts of poisons for almost every occasion. Need some sort of toxin for a special occasion? That's where I come in. So, name your poison. I'd never get tired of that one. You want my advice? Pay your debt to Vex quickly, and she'll forget the whole thing. Just leave. Congratulations on your wedding. I'm so happy for both of you. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. A wise choice, my friend. After all, what would a common adventurer know about the complexities of finance? Oh, yes, good idea. Best to let a professional businessman handle that money for you. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white file, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. What's it matter to you? Not like you could do anything about it. Here's for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not quite in the mood to entertain guests. I trust you can show yourself out. Either way, this is the end of it. Figures. I doubt you have sufficient knowledge to harm the file, even if you wanted to. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. It is said that the file will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Cummings was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. It's buried with its maker, Cummings, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man, for in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the file. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. I've spent my entire life searching for it. How did you manage to damage it, then? This is what I get for not retrieving it myself. It matches every description of the file that I've found in lore. But if it can't hold liquid, there's no way of knowing. Of course, leave an old man with a ruined dream, just like everyone else. Fool. May the eight guide you to the file. I'm so close to the answer. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the file, you fool! Oh, if there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now. I can just... I'll be fine. What? How? Marvelous. This isn't over, your Leif. What is the meaning of this? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself. Has the whole city lost their brains? I beg your pardon. What exactly did this amulet look like? My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. I know it well, or at least have heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. Looks like you aren't such a sharp investigator after all. Oh, isn't that a shame? And here I am in the bloodworks. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. Necromancy? I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next. Let's see. From a Lordess of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon, very soon. Now that we know they're tied in to some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. What made you think I was to blame in the first place? I've actually been after the killer myself. Best not to ask too many questions about it. People might get the wrong idea about you. What's there to say? You go against the Empire, you wind up dead. Thorald got what was coming to him. And yet they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Pah! It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all. Tasty, sugary treats! Candy! Get your King Olaf's festival candy! Just here to work. I work for the Silverbloods, help clean. You saved us all. We will sing of you forever. The World Eater is dead. The way is now clear. The mist is gone. A glorious day. Before I fall, you'll feel the bite of my sharp blade as sure's my witness. No higher fate than to fall in battle at Sovngarde's gates. A glorious end. Better to die with blade in hand than feed his hunger, hopeless in the mist. I'll fight and die if such fate is mine. Down with you, damned worm! For Skyrim, for shore, for Sovngarde's freedom! The mist is gone. My mind is clear. All hail the Dragonborn. Praise her with all praise. All hail the Dragonborn. Praise him with all praise. Turn back before he finds you. Do you know the way? I'm weary and lost. There is no escape. Courage is useless. Beware, the World Eater waits within the mist. No! I admit I doubted you, but no more. You've made a dragon submit to your will, a feat to rival the legendary Olaf One-Eye. What glory! Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan. May Kynareth guard you while you pass through her realm. Faradgar, enough, fool! If you can arrange an end to the fighting, Dragon's Reach is at your disposal. When I return to Whiterun, I'll get my men ready to help trap this dragon. We should get started. Do you really think Ulfric will just turn Riften over because some Imperial general barked an order? Elisif, are you really going to be a party to this foolishness? Ulfric, you can't be taking this demand seriously. We can hold Riften against anything the Empire can throw at it. Yes, my lord. Besides, Jarl Layla will never agree to. This is quite an achievement, Dragonborn. And Jarl Ulfric, Markarth is ours. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap. Yes, I'm ready to do my part. I admit, I really didn't expect these talks to succeed. Getting the Empire to agree to anything at all is quite an achievement. Yes, you lost the trust of the people of Skyrim, Elisif. You had your chance to make the right choice when the war started. Giving up Riften is a heavy price to pay for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it. Yes, as I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men will be ready when you are, Dragonborn. You have a truce to arrange first, eh? We'll be ready, don't worry. You do have a plan for actually luring a dragon into this trap, don't you? Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will, but I need your help first. So what's the plan, then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap? Then Whiterun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be in victory or defeat. Probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. Oh. Well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business. Now that it's upon us, I'm rather looking forward to the challenge. I'll be famouser than Olaf One-Eye. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. What do you think the Imperials would be doing while this dragon is busy slaughtering my men? I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. No, I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Maybe... what are the Greybeards? They're respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. There must be another way. The risk is too great. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Of course, you already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. How can we fight Alduin? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? Alduin, the World Eater himself? But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I didn't say anything about giving up. I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. No Nord could have said it better. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Spoken like a true Nord. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. Numinex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor and brought it back to Whiterun. According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test, my men are ready. Now it's up to you. Lure it into the trap. I'm counting on you. Let's do this. Summon this dragon of yours. Come, my men stand ready on the great porch. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah? We're ready when you are. We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. What are you waiting for? Let's get this over with. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. Got him! Now, quickly! Steady, steady now. Keep under cover until it's down. That's it. Now, wait until he's well inside. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep? What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. No one can doubt that you truly are Dragonborn. You'll be the toast of Whiterun for this. I'm still amazed that your plan worked. Get back, get back! We need to trap it, not kill it. Why would I agree to let a dragon into the heart of my city after working so hard to keep them out? What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. Keep under cover until it's down. We need to bring it down. We've almost got it. That's it. Steady now. Hold your fire until he's close. Get off the road, boy! What are you doing? Get off the road! You two need to get off the road! Torolf, talk some sense into your kid. You need to get over here now. Gods guide you, Hadvar. Divines help us! What's happening? A dragon! It's a dragon! Gods help us! By the gods, the dragon! How? It's the end times! The end times have come! Dragon! I'm sorry, but you've been suspended from the college. I can't be seen talking to you right now. You've been suspended from the college for what you did. You'd better talk to Tolfdir if you want to get it sorted out. Good. One less worry for my people. Well, is it taken care of? Oh, so they finally sent someone to deal with that lunatic. Well, that's good to know. I suggest you tell your people at the college to keep a tighter leash on their mages. Yes, a grand one. Soon, please. Excellent, thank you. I'll see that this gets put to good use. In fact, there is. I need a soul gem filled. If you're up to it, some other time. Well, that's not going to help me much now, is it? Here, take this grand soul gem. Fill it for me and bring it right back. I'll be waiting. If you can bring me 3 more, that would be helpful. 10 more would keep me stocked for a bit. Bring me another 7 of them, if you can. I need at least 5 more, if you can find them. I'm running low on grand soul gems. I'm running low on greater soul gems. I'm running low on common soul gems. I'm running low on lesser soul gems. I'm running low on petty soul gems. Yes, well, so do I. That's why I was hoping you could help. I need some more supplies. Can you help out with that? So you do. Thank you. This will help quite a bit. Oh, yes, thank you. I'll get to work on this right away. I'll add it to the list of things I need to take care of. Thank you. Perhaps some other time. Here's the name and location of the client. All right, be quick about it, will you? This is a good way for the college to bring in some money. Sure is. I've got another client. Wants me to do some enchanting. You could do the pickup for me if you want. There's more enchanting to be done. You can acquire whatever it is and bring it back here, and I'll take care of it. Gods, you'd better have something good up your sleeve. I've got nothing left. What's happened? He's not. The Archmage is dead. Dead! I suppose you want something for your trouble? Here. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course, but it has its uses. I've no time for Marla or Mara or whatever her name is. There's work to be done. You were helpful before. I have need of your help again, if you're willing. Destroy Vigar, my long-dead vampire ancestor. Have you changed your mind? He is also a vampire. My family is entrusted with keeping him buried. But recently, someone stole the ward stone, and Vigar escaped. The truth is less pleasant. It was the grave of Vigar, my own ancestor, dead for centuries now. You may have seen the open grave in our graveyard. Most of the townsfolk think it's the work of a corpse thief. No, it's too late for the wardstone. Vigar must be destroyed. If this gets out, my family will suffer great shame. Good. He will have fled to gather others of his kind. Yeah, I expected too much. I'll seek someone else to salvage the family honor. My family thanks you. Take this as a token of our gratitude. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title, mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. Very well. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. I grant you this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Falkreath. Congratulations. On your way, then. It was supposed to be an honor. But very well. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. I grant you this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of the Pale. Congratulations. Good luck. Fine, then. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. Congratulations. As you were, then. You don't have time? Fine. Here, a reward from your Jarl. You've shown those monsters that they will no longer be tolerated in the Pale. Good work. Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know the Dawnstar is not to be trifled with. Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. I'm counting on you. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on. Good work. Take this. He's not spying, but it's clear the Empire's making Lauds smith up more swords and armor for them. What's this, some kind of code? Need as much iron ore as you can dig up? Milk drinker. Are you loyal to Skyrim? Break into Laud's house and get that letter. Last night I saw Laud the blacksmith writing a letter. Probably sending word to Solitude and General Tullius. Oh, not against me, against all of Falkreath. Those Imperial bastards are spying on every one of us. Good. Typical. Could you deliver the ashes to Runil, the priest of Archay? He'll know the right blessings to make for Barrett's soul. I just finished giving my old war companion Barrett a proper burial by fire. Old Hardhead hated the idea of being lost cold in the ground. Falkreath is known for its graveyard, traveler. We've buried more dead than you can imagine. Here, take this, for your time and all that. I swear, that Aerie and her men would make fine Stormcloak recruits. Pity we can't spare the lumber to conscript them. What's this? Oh, that's right, the timbers from Anga's mill. Thank you. Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting. Hey, somebody get down here! Help! Good luck out there. Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? For this, you have earned the blessing of Kine, and can count me as a friend. Then you finally know what it means to be a true hunter, in the Nord way. You do Kine proud. Only one challenge remains. Go and defeat the Troll Champion. Kine's guardian troll awaits you. Complete this trial, and you'll have proven yourself a true hunter. The guardian spirits of Bear, Mammoth, and Saber-Cat await you. Return when they are defeated. I'll anoint you with the symbol of the bear, the Saber-Cat, and the Mammoth. Tread carefully. These are mighty beasts. Maybe you're not so soft after all. Now you're ready for a real challenge. I will anoint you with the symbol of the wolf, the crab, and the skeever. This will compel the guardian to appear when you reach his lair. Return when you've defeated the guardian wolf, crab, and skeever. Kine teaches us to respect the beasts and blesses the hunter who will face their champions. True Nord hunters are those who survive the trials. It's an old Nord tradition, a test to prove your worth in the eyes of Kine. Show that you're a hunter and no simple butcher. That's what an old man gets for thinking the younger generation might be interested in learning some honor. Don't mock it, Pop. Even the lowliest beasts can kill the weak and arrogant. We'll try more powerful enemies next, if you survive this. Here's where you need to go. Check your map. Do you think you're strong enough for Kine's blessing? I would be glad to pass this tradition down. Kine, blessed warrior wife, Shore's widow, sacred to any true Nord hunter. She's the mother of men and beasts, and her veil is the storm. Those sycophants in the temple would call her Kinnereth, just a pale shadow of the truth, like all the temple divines. You know what? I want you to keep it. My great hunts are behind me, but yours are yet to come. I don't believe it. I made that bow myself. Been through some messes with it, let me tell you. Well, can't say I was a great father the first time around. Now that he's here, it's like a second chance. He's a good lad. Grandson. He's a strong lad. His parents were at Helgen when... Well, you know. They're stolen idols. Imposter gods, sold by silver tongues. No thank you. Froki will not forget Kyne, or her sacred trials. Well, look at this. Another city rat crawled outside the walls. I don't suppose you've come up here to tell old Froki about your supposed divines. Just what we need. City folk barging in. Probably looking for an offering to their precious divines. Good. This is Skyrim, and we should honor the old ways. These foreigners don't even respect their own gods, much less Kyne and her sacred trials. You must defeat guardian beasts, blessed by Kyne. No, I don't believe those rumors, my friend. Besides, who would ever want to harm such beauty? It is no matter. This fool will be the next act of the show. If he could, Savos would float the entire college above Skyrim, for all the Nords to see. Savos doesn't care for politics. He likes to believe the college is removed from the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. I think we could blow up half of Eastmarch, and people would still come to us for enchantments. May I help you, Archmage? Greetings, Archmage. Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. I hope you have coin to spend, and you're not just here to gawk at my goods. I don't appreciate loiterers, if that's what you're here to do. Don't get too many folks up here these days. Sometimes I think they've forgotten about me. Watching the wheel isn't as simple as you might think. Have to inspect all the way around the ice. Make sure it's not melting. My job? Well, I'm the watcher of the wheel, which is exactly what it sounds like. I watch the wheel. Yes, I'm a powerful wizard. No, I won't put on a magic show for you. I'd explain my research, but you'd just be confused. If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. Alchemy is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then I can't help you. Must you bother me now? I've almost figured out where it is. Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. A strong sword arm wins battles, but a keen mind wins wars. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world. If you have need of tonics or potions, come see me at my shop. I hope to see you again soon. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. If you can't, perhaps Urag has a book you can read. My pleasure. I have enough to keep me busy. View it as a chance to hone your craft. No, I can't. Well, there's an imbuer in the Great Hall. Power's the crux of this world. There's always more of it to be had, if you look in the right places. Whatever I don't already know. We both leave well enough alone. No, but then I don't have much need for Ulfric. Out of my sight! Confound it, boy, I know what I'm doing. It will help me determine the season of his burial, which I can cross-reference. When I ask you for something, I expect it to get done. I'm sorry to always be so hard on you, boy. I just worry I don't have much time left. Don't be so sure. Now, have you finished grinding the dried snow berries? What? You've been lollygagging in idle reading? Damn it, child, didn't I tell you to gather my notes on submaterial properties? You can waste your own time, not mine. An apprentice obeys his master. A good one does, at least. Don't waste time apologizing. Just find the book. Quintus, could you fetch me a copy of the Firmament? I need to compare the old star charts to today's. Perhaps, but it just means more work for me. As always, the Nords don't ever stop wanting things enchanted. Keep your eyes open for those storm-cloaked dogs, eh? You watch yourself out there. You go on your way now, girl. You go on your way now, boy. I was done talking anyway. My bloodin' days might be over, but my son Idolif is out there fighting for Skyrim, fighting for the Empire. Ha! Clan Battleborn's got a proud lineage in Whiterun, but unlike the Greymanes, we've also got wealth. Look at you. Bet you think you're something, huh? The Orland Greymane's a stubborn fool. Our friendship ended when he turned his back on the Emperor. I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Greymanes. Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn, a name I'm sure you know well. We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend. For 30 years I served the Legion as a commander. Fought in the Great War. Whiterun once again belongs to its rightful heirs. It's a glorious day for Skyrim. I hope the Empire is sending reinforcements to drive these heathens out of Whiterun. You're looking at a real warrior. At least I used to be. The people saw fit to name me Jarl, and I don't intend to let them down. When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all. Don't lecture me about treachery, whelp. You don't know the meaning of the word. Someone's been pilfering crops from my farm. If I find out it's one of your kin, I'll see the culprit rot in prison. I'm surprised you had the wits to notice, Ulfred. What with your nose buried so far up the Emperor's backside? I've already put in a claim to the land and property you'll forfeit when you're found to be a collaborator. You won't be laughing when the Thalmor come to root out Stormcloak's sympathizers. I'll remember that when the Stormcloaks liberate the city. No amount of money will protect you then, Battleborn. Bold words, Battleborn. While you're meting out justice to traitors, are you going to deal with the Emperor as well? The worship of Talos outlawed, and now the Thalmor come to conduct their witch hunts while the Empire stands idly by. How many Nords died to save the Empire? And what was our reward? The Orland Greymane was a stubborn fool. Our friendship ended when he turned his back on the Emperor. Now he's dead. We've got the same pride, the same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Oh, and they hate it too, all their big talk of pride and honor, and what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich, and Vignar hates it. Money, you laggard, what else? It always comes down to coin. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. We've got honor, wealth, and titles, too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls. First into the fray, and last to quit their ale. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. Needless to say, these rebels and I have no love for each other. Lately, they've been threatening to send my whole family into exile if we're caught collaborating with the Empire. They think we're spies. Twice I've been robbed, and good luck getting any kind of justice from Vignar now that he is the Jarl. He probably told the Stormcloaks to do it. Of course they have. I've made no secret of my loyalty to the Empire. I'm no coward. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them. with no regard for honor and tradition. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming, and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Aye, they're an old clan like ours, but they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. When the troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then. But then Ulfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans, and we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. Aye, we used to be fast friends, though it was long ago. The Empire might try and take the city back, or worse, we'll get a visit from a dragon. We've got to be ready for both. Once things settle down, I'll be looking to recruit more guards for the city, then shore up our stores of food and water. Well, first and foremost, there's repairs to make and wounds to heal. Folks are depending on us getting the city back in working order. Might even build a new temple and put Heimskr in charge of it. I bet he'd like that. It was Talos that helped us win back the city. I'm as sure of that as the sun rising in the morning. Aye, with a certainty. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways, and the Greymane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father. Well, maybe that's not entirely true, but our clan's got a long and proud history in this we've got an old saying. The Greymanes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cal. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor, and you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same. Do you believe this old hag? Foolish old woman, you know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering. Damn you for being right. You going to lose horribly and then say you let me win? Oh, there's a chill in the air. Ysmir's beard, it gets colder in here every day. You ain't made me that stew in a long time. Then you're on. My mistake. A manservant wouldn't let me starve or freeze. I let you live here, and now I'm 2 steps closer to the grave. Mutton. Well, if my layabout manservant fed me more, that wouldn't be a problem. If not, it isn't me you'll have to answer to, but the people of this city and this hold. Don't threaten me, boy. You're either a Nord who respects our traditions, or you're not. Is this what our people fought and died for? To forsake our most beloved ancestor and divine? The law made it the tip of an Aldmeri sword, aye. A sword stained red with Nord blood. Do your loyalties lie with the Thalmor, then? You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you. Mind what or who you practice this on. You already know all that I know. You've already learned all I could teach you. There's nothing more I can teach you. You found the Bard's college kitchen. Congratulations. You look a little sturdier than most of the popinjays around here. Meals are served to bards at designated times. Find an inn if you want to make requests. Oh, I've lived through rebellion, forsworn, undead, witches, wizards, hag-ravens, and marriage. Damn soldiers always trample my crops. You ever have to farm land while there was a battle going on? I have. Next thing you know, there'll be some kind of damn blight, and undead will walk the land. My boy Leontius lives in Old Hrolden. Damn drunk. I've been farming this bit of land all my life. Typical. Well, don't mind me, then. Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it. You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is. That's right. Old inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? Head over there. unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here. What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land. What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? No, I have enough trouble without more mouths to feed. They're the Jarl's men. They can eat supper at the keep. Look at the sky. Be a terrible day tomorrow. I know it, terrible. Only a matter of time before soldiers come and burn all my hard work into dust. Yes, it can. I haven't been wrong in 50 years, and I won't be wrong tomorrow. You don't invite monsters into your home to have supper. I won't have them here, and I'm certainly not smiling for them. You want me to smile? What's there to smile about? Soldiers and dragons are going to be trampling all over the crops this year. I just know it. Take a look at my supplies if you must, but do hurry. I'm not getting any younger, you know. You here for lessons, like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something? Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be burning as we speak. Yes, goodbye. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar. Bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients. My wife Halfjorg, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nirnroot or painted troll fat. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out. Until you can do those formulas with your eyes shut, you'll never be ready to master the more difficult ones. I'll draft a letter to Rythe. If you could have it sent to Shadenall for me, that would make up for your blunder. Incan, you clumsy fool! You've tainted our entire supply of painted troll fat! You have no idea how hard that was to get! Incan, if you want to remain in my shop as an apprentice, I expect you to act like one, no exceptions. Halfjorg, where did you put it, woman? Incan? She's brilliant. A natural. Oh, don't you dear me. I had a bowl of vampire dust on my work table not an hour ago, and after you swept in there, it's gone. Damn it, woman. Ingen is the most promising alchemist I've ever seen, and I won't have you scaring her off. I see. Well, just be careful around my things. You're not as dumb as you look. Leave me alone. Can't an old man have some peace? Stupid dog. Good dog. You must die. Kill. Must kill. I think you're bleeding. Just die. Gods damn you. Just stand still. I'll kill you. Die, damn you. I'll have your head. Come on. Come on. Oh, not so fast. Easily blocked. You'll need to do better than that. Close. Oh. It's nothing. Gods, no. Mercy. This what you want? I've had enough of you. Enough of this. Watch it. Come on. Finish it. Damn you. Enough. No more. I yield. Help! Somebody help! Murder! Murder! By the gods, did that really just happen? I'll try and make this quick. Gonna cry now? Huh? You're nothing. Not impressed. Weren't expecting that, were you? That's your best, huh? That's all you've got? No! Never should have come here. I'm gonna put you down. Time to finish this. I fought colds tougher than you. I could still put up a fight. I haven't lived this long to be beaten by you. Not quite good enough, are you? This what you want, huh? Oh, what happened? Give up while you still can. No. What's done is done. I guess I can look the other way this time. None of my business. I guess you had your reasons. Guess they deserved it. Please. Mercy. No. Not like this. You're not supposed to be here. Hey, that's a valuable animal. Leave that dog alone. Oh, do your worst. What was that? Come on, show yourself. You'll make a fine rug, cat. Must have scared him off. I know I heard something. How did you do that? Not so loud. Mine's playing tricks on me. There you are. Hello. Who's there? You need to leave. It's time for you to go. I didn't really want that anyway. If you were anyone else, I'd make you leave. Point that somewhere else. I didn't think you had the stomach for it. Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! You, of all people. Get out! It's time for you to leave, my friend. Last warning. Leave now! Why, you... By the gods, no! Murdered! In cold blood! Help! Murder! Hey, hands off! Guards! Trespasser! Pickpocket! We've got a pickpocket! Last mistake. Help! I'm being attacked! Help! Someone's being attacked! Anybody there? Hello? Who's there? Can't hide from me. Aha! Hey, come on! Must have been nothing. Oh, just getting jumpy, I guess. Damn, where'd you go? Teach you to mess with me. Did you hear something? I'm on fire! Ah, it burns! Ah, Eastmere's beard! Help someone! You dirty, filching lizard. Filthy pickpocket! You little thief! Oh, no, you don't. Think you can steal from me? Help me! Help me! Someone do something! Well, that was an unpleasant bit of business. By Eastmere, a thief! You can't take that! You won't get away with that! You're not getting anything from me! This is the last time I'll say it. Get out! You little wretch! I saw that! Get your thieving hands off that! Why, you little filcher! I suppose that's yours now. I don't think there's a need for that. You thieving little elf. Die, beast! Someone do something! What the? Die, vampire! I'm not sticking around to fight a dragon. I'm warning you. Back off. That's close enough. You can't win this. Die, dragon! Yeah! You remind me of my cousin's cat. Killed that too. Better this one than me. I'm getting out of here. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients. Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Take a look. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. So, you wish to master the arcane arts, huh? So you're an alchemist, then. Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Need something? Yes. Until next time. You're not supposed to be in here. What do you think you're doing? All right, then. Don't even think about it. Watch what you're doing. You mind swinging that somewhere else? Hands off! Stop, thief! Ha! Found you! I saw you do that, you know. You could have just asked. Over here! Keep your hands to yourself. Huh? What was that? Someone there? Don't do that! Hey, watch it! Be careful! You can't hide from me! Where are you? What are you doing that for? What in the gods? Help us! We've got an assassin! Check the shadows! What? No! I don't have to take that from you. Hope you're willing to back those words up with your fists. I'll teach you to talk to me that way. That doesn't change anything. No, I don't think so. You expect me to believe that? For that price? Sure. Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? Little coin always greases the wheels. Don't hurt me. You win. Whatever you say. No need to get rough. Maybe you can help me. You've done well. It's all in this note. It would seem so. Not my problem. Can't be helped. How much? Of course, I understand. I can pay you. Just bring it back to me. Thank you. Here, this is for you. It's locked for a reason. Stay away from that. Get away from me. Careful with that. Put that down. Oh, no, by the gods, this can't be happening. Make it quick. Come, I haven't got all day. Let's hear it. Release me. I'm on your side. Watch it. Stop that. What's the matter with you? You're pushing your luck. Don't do that again. Last warning. Once more and I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm not gonna warn you again. What are you doing? Hey, be careful. What's so good about it, huh? I don't have to take this from the likes of you. My nephew has always been handed things. Even the title of Jarl. Be mindful. My maid Tikla has been known to pass information to that pompous nephew of mine, Sidgeir. My brother Dengir can be difficult. Take his words with a grain of salt. Skyrim's history of war is well documented here in Falkreath's graveyard. Falkreath was once full of wanderers and warriors like yourself. Those were better days. Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler. The war has changed Falkreath. Even our neighbors can be our enemies. Enemies and ears, both are everywhere. Stendarr protect Falkreath until Skyrim's suns rise. If you're sympathetic to the Empire, you'll be wise to put Falkreath far behind you. I was Jarl once, but I was encouraged to step down when I took sides with the Stormcloaks. It was an imperial plot, I tell you. My brother Dengir can be difficult. Take his words with a grain of salt. Skyrim's history of war is well documented here in Falkreath's graveyard. Falkreath was once full of wanderers and warriors like yourself. Those were better days. Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler. The war has changed Falkreath. Even our neighbors can be our enemies. Enemies and ears, both are everywhere. Stendarr protect Falkreath until Skyrim's suns rise. My nephew has always been handed things. Even the title of Jarl. Be mindful. My maid Tikla has been known to pass information to Sidgeir. Mark my words, I'll be Jarl again someday. Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town. I'm no man's fool. I know Ulfric Stormcloak's selfish and power-hungry, but he's the devil I know. Does that put it plain enough for you? The Imperial City's so far from here, Might as well be on one of the moons. And yet the Empire thinks it can tell us what to do and how to live. You think some emperor sitting on a gilded throne in Cyrodiil is going to know what's best for Skyrim? I might be old, but I haven't forgotten that a Jarl's first duty is to look after his people. For another, I won't get mixed up with criminals and other sorts who take advantage of the honest folk for profit. Well, for one thing, I won't empty Falkreath's coffers to buy myself fine clothes and expensive mead. They named me Thane. They got my nephew Sitgeir in my place. A real friend to Cyrodiil, that one. Suddenly, the nobles are calling for a new Jarl, and all the while their pockets are jingling with the sound of imperial septons. Truth is, I found out about all the Imperial spies crawling around Falkreath. A few well-placed bribes, and they bought themselves some friends. Aye, not so long ago. Some'll tell you I stepped down on account of my old age. Do you think Tikla has been talking to Sitgeir again? Don't let my brother get to you, Tikla. You're doing a fine job around here. The impertinence! You never would have talked to me like that when I was Jarl. There are a lot of good men buried here, Kust. Maybe you're the one talking to him, then. Most of my friends are buried here. We've been over this, Den. Tikla does not share your secrets with Sitgeir. Tikla, the hall is filthy. See to your cleaning. Nari, this mead tastes like water, and the meat has gone off. I've been in charge of Dawnstar for over 35 years. Skyrim will not bow to a false king any longer. Ulfric is the true king. No empire is going to take the Jarlship away from this son of Skyrim. The Pale will throw those imperial backbiters up against the wall when they come for us. The nightmares in Dawnstar have lifted, and I hear you helped that happen. You have my thanks. Why are you speaking to me, Imperial? Don't bother me again unless it's important. Damn Imperials. They won't hold Dawnstar forever. I've been a sailor for so long I can navigate these rivers and seas blindfolded. Once sailing gets in your blood, it don't get out. Captain Wayfinder's as green as seaweed, but he's learning. I plan to spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where I belong. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. The Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a divine's blessing, victory is assured. Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that? A servant? Enlisting in the Stormcloaks? Oh, Bolfrek, that's why I like having you about. Oh, you're always good for a laugh. Fine, but this isn't over, Medina. We'll talk again. I don't think so, Medina. There will be no deserters in this hold, and that's final. Nonsense. The best place for our men is driving the Imperials back. I will ensure that men from Dawnstar get every opportunity for glory. You have a request of me, Bolfrek? This should be interesting. Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town's safety? What is this about, Yod? Bolfrek, I have an order of swords and armor from the local blacksmith coming here. I need every piece polished to a fine shine. You wish to leave now? In Skyrim's moment of triumph? Just before we cast off the yoke of imperial rule? What good is a court mage if she refuses to fight? Where's your sense of duty? Medina, can we count on your spells to assist us in this war? The Empire is bound to bring their battle mages against us. I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Yod. Exactly, Bullfrec. You always know your place. Enough of your dire predictions. We will talk about this another time. We are poised for glory, Yod. The Empire will never take Dawnstar while every last man, woman, and child here draws breath. You're right. Why dilute the glory with too many souls fighting over it? We'll drive out the Empire and be celebrated as heroes when we win. This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed. Only that it happened. Well, when you get to be my age, you don't remember why you did much of anything. My advice, don't overthink it. Fight well and the rest takes care of itself. Take my advice and keep away. You look too smart to get caught up with this bunch. No, they used to be something. Nowadays, they just squabble amongst themselves. That could have turned out better. Well, this is a nice mess you've gotten me into. I can't believe I got caught. Well, if you say so. Nah, if it were up to me, we'd cut off your hands and never let you back in this sanctuary. But no, all you have to do is pay Nazir a fine. It's pathetic. There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh? Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the gourmet, I hope. But first, you'll need to learn who he is, assuming, of course, that the gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know. Quite so. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention? Loose ends and all that. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the gourmet really is and where he can be found. Fool. Amateur. Without those papers, you'll never be able to present yourself as the gourmet. Off with you! Back to the body to retrieve them! Oh, wait, let me guess. You don't have them. Good. And as writ of passage, here's your gold, with a little extra for hiding the body. Now go see Astrid. The final stage of the contract has come. The Emperor must fall. Well, looks like you completed the contract as directed. Finally. A little sloppy, but, well, done is done. You've got the writ of passage too, I see. So there's that. And Anton Varan has suffered an untimely fate as well. Good. Right, which we had already established. And you managed to hide the body as well? Good. You performed your duties to the letter. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. Ah, you've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid. So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared, which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. Bah! Useless. Here's your gold. Now go see Astrid. The time to move against the Emperor has finally come. Sithis help us all. But unfortunately that inn is abuzz with the news of somebody killing one of their guests. What? Hiding the body was too much for you to handle? I also received word from Markarth. It would seem Anton Varan has suffered an untimely fate as well. Good, good, good. And you've got the writ of passage too, I see. So there's that. Back to Markarth with you. Varan must be silenced. He's a potential witness, you witless dagger-jabber. But why? Why, pray tell, have I received word that Anton Varan is still walking around Markarth, hale and healthy as the day he was born? Good, good, and you've got the writ of passage too, I see. So that's done. Seems to be a message from the gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the gourmet's cookbook. Oh, not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Oh, indeed I do, indeed I do. Seems to be a message from the gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. You know, maybe I was wrong about you after all. Anyone who's smart enough to shut up and listen can't be all bad. Seems to be a message from the gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Don't be so petulant. Oh, you're back, ready to try again, are we? Let's start from the top. You were sent to kill the gourmet, and he is? So the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet? Now off with you. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. All you've got to do is find and kill one lousy chef. The clock is ticking. Remember, the Markarth Keep. That's where you'll find Anton Varan, probably cooking up all of the gourmet's recipes, passing them off as his own. Now you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation. It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Come now, you've got your orders. What else could you possibly need? Is this how you get your thrills? Feeling up an old man? Oh, good to see you, sister. Gearing up to kill the Emperor? Exciting times indeed. Oh, good to see you, brother. Gearing up to kill the Emperor? Exciting times indeed. I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you. The young and stupid, always mocking the experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell, little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damned messy. Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all. Mr. Cicero, I, for one, am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived. Your presence here signals a welcome return to tradition. Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog. The man has had a long journey. You can at least be civil. You see any other inns around here? Where else would I go to drink? It's kind of sad, really. It's like he wants to talk. He likes people and all, but he stays separate because he's supposed to. Well, he doesn't like company, I could tell you that much. Just wants to be left alone, but... Oh, no, that's not really it. Look, I gave you a contract, and you completed it. Barely. Now let's go back to you being insufferable, and me being... me. But his chocolate pâté gives me the runs. I made a few of the gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. Uncommon taste. It was published a few years ago and became a sensation throughout the Empire almost overnight. In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel, and that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing. Well, I do know the gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock, so that's where he must have met Anton Varan. Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Morrow, and you've already taken care of him. And so the gourmet has remained in seclusion, somewhere in Skyrim, on indefinite hold. Probably feels like a prisoner. But you'll fix that. But the Emperor cancelled his journey at the last minute. Morrow was smart. Kept the gourmet around, in case things changed. Yes, Gaius Morrow, on orders from his father, arranged for the gourmet to come to Skyrim months ago, to serve as the Emperor's personal chef. Yes, you're the new family member. Let's make this easy. Consider me the cranky old uncle nobody talks to. You go your way, I'll go mine. Sure, you poison the Emperor, but what then? Why not summon an Atronach to cause some chaos? Or turn invisible and slip away? Use your imagination. Well, while it's true I prefer sorcery's more destructive nuances, we mustn't forget the many spells with simpler, more practical applications. Remember, your target is Gaius Morrow the son, not Commander Morrow the father. We need him alive, but the son? Ha! Scorch his face off. Who's our honeymoon? Tepid, I said. The bathwater should be tepid. Lukewarm is not tepid. Close, maybe, but there is a difference. Stupid cow. Killing her'll be easy. She'll be so happy she'll never see it coming. I should know. I killed a bride once. Go murder a clown. Well, you know the old saying, when life gives you lemons. All right, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe Cicero coming here wasn't the best thing that could have happened. But even I didn't anticipate this. But I will serve gladly, as that's my lot in life. Now let's see. Volenrud. Well, it's an old crypt, infested with Draugr, so plan accordingly. So you're the listener, eh? Well, that hardly seems fair. You just got here. The Night Mother should have spoken to me. Any idiot could see that. And no, before you ask, it's not me. I know which side my bread is buttered on. And would that surprise anyone? The sanctuary's a mess. Wouldn't surprise me if somebody's talking to the fool on the sly, making deals. Do what I do. Walk up to your target, introduce yourself, melt their skin off, and then run like the wind. Works every time. Yes. Just because you're now a professional assassin, don't think you have to skulk around in the dark like a skeever and stab people. Scrounging for contracts, abandoning the tenants, the Dark Brotherhood has been reduced to a group of common cutthroats. Frankly, it's embarrassing. Their arrival's the best thing that's happened to this sanctuary in years. Astrid is an effective leader, but we've been rudderless for too long. When I was 13, I accidentally burned down the family home. Bit of lightning gone awry. But soon after I mastered my gifts completely. I went on to teach at the college. Left after 2 years. Too simple, too safe. None of them truly understood the glory of the Destruction School. But I was a prodigy, casting simple spells by 1, completing complex incantations by 3, resurrecting corpses by 7. Ha! I like to say I was born with a wand in my hand. Well, not literally. You could see how painful that would have been for Mother. The Redoran contract? Yes, you heard correctly. In and out of Vardenfell in less than 48 hours. The temple contract? Well, I certainly won't deny my involvement. Your latest exploit certainly has the sanctuary talking. Tell me, sister, are the stories true? Tell me, brother, are the stories true? I heard about what happened. Oh, you mean in that manor house during the thunderstorm? What can I say? It happened just like you heard. Ah, you must mean my little adventure on the ship. I'm just trying to imagine you hiding inside the body of a mammoth. Bloody brilliant idea. Word certainly travels fast, doesn't it? You must be talking about the caravan job. You're referring to that blacksmith contract. To kill triplets, secretly, and then have the whole thing blamed on the mother. Remarkable. You infiltrated the position, eliminated the target, and made it look like an accident. Impressive. I'd say you earned your bonus on that one. But to be outnumbered 20-1, there's too much of an obsession these days with knives and arrows. You could kill someone just as easily with a well-placed spell. Boy, did you miss all the excitement. It's the part with the severed head I find most impressive. My compliments. But really, a hawker, some twine, 3 wood elves, and a hatchet? Points for creativity, if nothing else. Come now, what everyone else is saying, it can't possibly be true. So, is it true? What? You think me too old, too feeble? There is more knowledge in me than in 2 of you pups put together. And knowledge is my weapon. Now a child could have accomplished it. Such is the power of the arcane. If you only knew of the spells I didn't use. Oh, by Sithis, you slew everyone. Well, except for that one you kept alive to serve as witness. Does your wickedness or your skill know no bounds? It was a suicide mission. Astrid said as much. Yet here you stand, hale and hearty. Sister, brother, contracts like that are few and far between, it seems. Makes me long for the old days. Well, I just did what had to be done. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just glad I lived to tell the tale. Kill well, and often. Until next time, sister. Until next time, brother. Let that be a lesson to you young pups. There is no challenge that magic cannot overcome. Yes, I'm your brother, and I'm supposed to greet you respectfully, so hello! There, satisfied? Talk to Babette about potions. She's the creepy little girl. Can't miss her. You like creeping round in the shadows? Magical work just as good there as anywhere else. Need something? Stay safe. Right then. Nobody ever expects a fireball from the Darkened Corner. Go, incinerate some poor bastard for me. Remember, fireballs. You can never go wrong. Burn that little jester alive. Sure, walk away. I wasn't talking or anything. What do you want? The beds and beer are both lousy, you ask me. Hadring got himself another customer, eh? Yeah, goodbye, kill lots of people, hail Sithis, blah, blah, all that, yeah. Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Well, until they do, I don't have any business to discuss with outsiders. That priest of Mara who came here before you says the divines will cure us. That's right, Dawnstar. My Dawnstar is plagued with nightmares. I haven't slept properly in days. The Dark Mistress sent you? Ha! Now tell me the one about the troll who gives gifts to good little boys and girls. I have to get to Markarth at once. Cut me loose. The Dark Mistress? She sent you? Oh, wait. Mulagbal's altar. Of course. I have a choice. You, a servant of the king of corruption? Has the beast's standards fallen so far? Tell me another one. Cut me loose, minion of the hated one. I need to get to Markarth. I will meet with Molag Bal, and I will venerate his altar in Boethiah's name as I did before. So, the king of corruption sends his messenger to challenge me. Very well, coward. You're nothing. Nothing! Rescue. No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you? You there. Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty Logrolf, while he sits tied and helpless. Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to. That's all I could do, you idiot. What are you waiting for? Oh, you think it's money I need? I'm a prisoner, not a beggar. Fine, I won't ask questions. Cut me loose. You'll pay for this. You call that a swing? I won't surrender. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. No more. No more. I won't bend. Never. Do your worst, monster. I'll never submit. No, not again. Untie me now. I won't bend. Never. Do your worst, monster. No, not again. No more. No more. I submit, Molag Bal. I submit. What? You, Molag Bal. You think you can best Boethiah's faithful? I have won this contest before. I'll never submit. Oh, you'll pay for this. Call that a swing? I won't surrender. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. No more. No more. Milk drinker. Yes, yes, yes. There's an Altmer who's staying at the Frozen Hearth. Nellikar. You should speak with him if you're so curious. Kind of things that even the college won't tolerate. Things that can get a wizard exiled for life. There's an Altmer named Nellikar staying at the inn outside the college. You should ask him about it. Almost the opposite. The college got rid of something. Someone. There was too much trouble. Study stars? I remember the last time the word stars was flown through the Hall of the Elements. Bad things had happened. What do you want with us? In honor of your service in battle, I am hereby granting you permission to purchase property in Whiterun. Talk to my steward if you're interested. We surrender. The capital is yours. If you pledge no harm will come of my people, I turn over the seat of power to you. It's over! No more violence! Cease fighting! It's over! Enough! Stop! There's no point in further talk. Go now! Go. Tell your commanders you have won. I, my family, and my men will be gone before they arrive. The Empire has no place in Skyrim, not anymore. And you have no place in Whiterun anymore. You think this is personal? Skyrim needs a High King who will fight for her. And Whiterun needs a Jarl who will do the same. We should be fighting those witch elves, not bending knee to them. The Emperor's nothing more than a puppet of the Thalmor. If this was my empire, I'd be able to worship whoever I damned well pleased. You wish to see an empire without Talos? Without its soul? Valgrove! He's right. Galmar, come. Let us restore order. I surrender. Give me a few hours to gather my household and I'll depart. You have my word. They will sing stories of this day. But, well, fires go out, Others ignite. Skjor inspired many with his life. Perhaps his death can continue to inspire. Tragic, of course. All right. Get in there and push. Chop, chop. Get him. Always good to see him go. Out of the way. 12 septims on the girl. Look at that speed. Look at the young one's scrap. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.